Some say we were just kids. We charged the lines. Onto Axis guns is what we did. Prairie boys, so far from home. We ran into history and found our own hell. Guns were blazing. The relentless charge. No wonder so many good men fell.
This is the Estevan Soldiers Tree, located in Estevan, Saskatchewan, Canada. If you see the black here, it's an explosion. Beside it is a soldier wounded. He's got his rifle in his one hand, his hand on his wound. His brother in arms is pulling him back. A soldier has died here. They put a cross up. They've put his helmet on top of the cross. The poppies represent remembrance from the First World War, the remembrance of those that have passed on. This is a poem that is written for the soldiers. And remember, they were just very young. This carving is to help represent what the women did in the wars. They didn't maybe fight in combat, but the hell they seen was in the hospitals. They maintained the equipment and they worked on the planes. They were a large contributor to the war effort. And this is to help show their representation of their duty to their country and how much we owe them. This is a South Saskatchewan Regiment hat badge. It is the regiment that was formed in the southeastern part of Saskatchewan and the Estevan area. They were the ones that fought at Dieppe. Many were captured, many were killed. These three military men represent the dead. They are standing guard over the living. They are the protectors of the living. This infantryman, he has a beret on because he's standing guard. His barrel of his rifle is down, his hands are on the stock because he's standing sentry. This Allied pilot is coming out of the clouds. He also has passed on. He is protecting the living. Above him is a Spitfire, one of the many planes they flew during the Second World War. This here sailor represents the young men that fought for our country. He's coming out of the waves. This is the King's colors, the flag that they fought under in the First and Second World War. This is your World War I infantryman. In his hand, he has a poppy in one hand only. The other hand is free. That represents the First World War. This is a Second World War sailor. He has two hands. In his two hands are held the poppy, representing the Second World War. This is your Second World War Airmen. If you notice, with two hands, he holds a poppy. That too is to represent the Second World War and Remembrance Day. Here is your modern-day Canadian soldier. In his hand, he holds one poppy, two hands the poppy, symbolizing the Second World War and Remembrance Day.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
This is Darren Jones from Rimbey, Alberta, trademark signature, Mr. Cab.